What is going on? Welcome back. I hope you guys, as always, are having an awesome day right now. Before I get started on this video, guys, please subscribe if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 33,000 subscribers. I'm super excited. I would love you guys to join me on this journey, so hit subscribe right now and join the fam. And also, guys, can follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, so you can follow me on all of those. And I am coming back at you guys with a highly requested video. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do a story on this this doll Annabelle, which I'm pretty sure we have all heard about Annabelle. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do a story on her, and I've been kind of pushing it away a little bit, putting it to the side, just to kind of like build up the excitement more. But a lot of you guys have highly requested this. But before I start, guys, we have to jump right over to Paranormal America. Welcome to Paranormal America, guys, and today we are talking about Annabelle, not the one from the movie The Conjuring. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen that movie, and believe it or not, the original Annabelle is nothing like the one in the movie. The one in the movie is actually scarier than the real Annabelle doll. The real Annabelle doll, because the director of the movie actually made it so, like recreated the doll so it looked more scary for the movie. But in reality, Annabelle was just a Raggedy Ann doll. It's kind of pleasant to look at. It's just this cute little doll, big round head, little body. It's actually kind of cute, and it's just a stuffed toy. Nothing scary about it at all. Now, the story of Annabelle, the real one, it goes that it was bought by a woman who had a daughter who was a college student back in 1970 from a hobby store. It was a used doll. She bought it for her daughter, who was Donna, and she was already in college at this point, and she had a roommate, which was Angie. Now, I don't know why, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why you would get a doll like that. It was like a kid's doll. Why would you get a doll for your daughter who's a college student? I don't know. I mean, maybe you still like dolls. I don't know. But it does look like a child's doll. That's what's kind of weird to me, how she was in college. It would have made more sense if the girl was a child still. I mean, it's not like she was even a haunted doll collector, because that would have made more sense. Like, if you were a collector of haunted dolls, then that would make more sense in getting this doll. But she didn't know. She just thought it was a doll. She didn't even get it. Her mom got it for her. And this was back in 1970. So they got it. They were sharing this, Donna and Angie were sharing this apartment together, I guess, or this dorm room. I don't know where they lived. But apparently there was nothing strange about this doll. They had it for a while, until it gradually started to make, suspicious, movements. It gradually started to get worse, the activity from this doll. It literally started by moving position. It would kind of just be they would leave it on the bed, and then it would, by the time they come home, it would be turned a little bit, or facing left, facing right. And then it gradually got worse to the point it was leaving the room. They would come home to find it was left on the bed, but then they would come home to find it on the couch, and they thought it was really strange, but they didn't believe in this kind of stuff until things got a lot worse. And then eventually, there was a friend of theirs who was called Lou. He did not like this doll. He hated it. He felt an evil presence coming from this doll. He was telling them, "I do not like this doll." But they were like, it's just a doll. But they had to admit that it was pretty strange. Then they were finding notes around the house, on some kind of paper, and it was saying "Help me, help Lou." And Lou's the guy who didn't like this doll. There was other things happening, it was getting found in other places. There was these notes getting left around, and it just triggers started to go off. They were really starting to get signs at this point. So later down the line, there was this one time, I think they hear something coming from the bedroom or something, or Donna comes home to find there is blood on the doll's hands, or some kind of red liquid, but they believed it was blood, and it actually seemed to be coming out of the doll. It wasn't somebody else's blood. It was almost as if the doll was bleeding. So that's pretty creepy, and that is something that you cannot explain. Even if it was paranormal, like, how does a doll filled with stuffing bleed? How does that happen? But it's very crazy to imagine. Then obviously this Lou didn't really like this, so they started to get like a medium to come along. The medium said that the house that they live in was actually, it's built on a field where one time there was a little girl who was 7 years old named Annabelle Higgins. She died and her body was found on this field, and they believe, the medium believes that the spirit of this little girl actually latched onto this doll because she felt that Donna and Angie were actually very trustworthy. But then the medium was like, I think you guys should just let her live with you. She's not gonna harm you. She just feels like you're trustworthy. But then apparently all hell breaks loose. Now this is when Lou, who's the guy, he starts having nightmares about this doll. He had nightmares about the doll climbing up his leg, holding him down with its stuffed hands around his throat, choking him. He couldn't breathe. He was waking up with really bad headaches, panic attacks, couldn't breathe, felt as though there was no blood going to his head, like he was being choked out while he slept. And he was like, this is not normal. This is time for this doll to go. He did not like this doll. He was worried about his friends with this doll. And so they eventually must have just gave it away because it's now in a museum in Monroe, Connecticut. So that's the story. Apparently it is locked in a glass box. Now it's safe in the box because like it can't move, and it's literally trapped in this box. It's on display. You can actually go see it in this museum. But it can't move, and the story goes though that the spirit is still latched onto this doll, but it's trapped in the box. So the doll is waiting for somebody to open that box to let the spirit free again. So I don't know, I don't really understand. I've never really looked into the Annabelle story. I literally just done some research on it today to find out the real story. I've heard about it, but I've never like really knew the story. It's definitely creepy, and it's kind of similar to the other haunted doll stories, so it's, you know, it was kind of to be expected. I kind of knew what to expect with this story, but it's very creepy. I can't explain it. I don't know if you guys know this, but the doll that they used for a prop in the movie is actually in Roman Atwood's basement. If you guys know Roman Atwood, he is a YouTuber / vlogger / prankster, and he has the doll in his basement. I don't know if it's still in his basement, but there was a time when the Warner Brothers gave him this doll, the actual doll they used in the movie. So this is going back like last year. I don't know if he's actually kept it. He was supposed to do a prank with the doll, but I never ever saw the prank. I don't even know if he got around to doing it. But overall, I think this is a creepy story. I would love to go to Monroe, Connecticut and see this doll. Just because I feel as though, like, if I get to see one day, like, probably Robert the doll, I would definitely love to see Robert the doll, because apparently, like, he can be vicious if he doesn't like people taking pictures of him without his consent. You gotta, like, literally ask him if you can take a picture. But I would definitely like to, like, see these dolls, not because I would expect to see anything happen there and then in front of me, but I would be more, I'd find it more easy to believe. How can I say this? If like I saw them in real life and nothing happened, but then I went home and I was like, I felt attacked in my sleep, kind of like Lou did in the story about Annabelle. If I woke up feeling as though I was getting choked out, then it would make me believe more. So I find it really hard. Like I do believe in the paranormal, but I have a hard time imagining like objects being haunted. Like I believe people can get possessed. I believe there are ghosts around us and spirits around us, but I find it hard to imagine an object such as a doll being possessed, like, and not possessed, like haunted, and it like getting up and walking around. Because if this story is true, then there must have been a point during the day while Donna and Angie were out the house that this doll actually got off the bed and walked out into the living room, or floated off the bed into the living room and sat down on the couch. And I cannot picture that happening. It's really hard to picture, but it's a very scary story. I would definitely love to go there. I would take a camera, take some pictures, see if anything changes or I catch any like orbs. or even if I have nightmares and stuff like that, that would definitely help me to believe more. It would definitely, you know, push me into that direction more. But other than that, I think this is a creepy story. I definitely need to see The Conjuring. I have not seen that movie yet, but I know a lot of you guys have. Let me know in the comment section if you have or you haven't. And what did you guys think of it? Let me know in the comment section. That is question of the day. Also, question of the day is, what do you think about the Annabelle doll? Do you believe it's really haunted, or do you believe, you know, this is just an urban legend, a story? I don't know. What do you guys believe? Let me know in the comment section. Magic 8 Ball, is the Annabelle doll really haunted? My reply is yes. Apparently it is. So there you go, guys. Also, you guys know I have started this thing called Random Fact of the Day, where I like to poison your heads with powerful knowledge at the end of every video so that y'all don't have to go to school anymore. And today's Random Fact of the Day is non-dairy creamer is actually flammable. So don't go having any of that non-dairy creamer and then light a cigarette, because you're gonna spontaneously combust, and that won't be cool, because I will never get to see you guys again. But yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. I think it is, because like I remember like seeing something with like a flammable, you know, one of those flammable signs. I'm pretty sure it was that non-dairy creamer, but it's insane. But I don't know if it's safe to like literally. Don't smoke cigarettes anyway, though, because you're gonna die. Don't smoke cigarettes; it's bad for your lungs. But yeah, there's your random fact of the day, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm glad I finally got around to doing it. I really enjoyed researching the story. It was pretty interesting. Thank you guys so much, and hit that like button. Let's see if we can go for 3 whole likes on this video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Remember the most important thing, guys: chase your dreams.